AskReddit. Why is your ex an ex? She didn't want to commit, but she didn't want to be alone. She liked to pretend that she didn't need my company, and that life was a cabaret, but she did, and it really wasn't for her. Something in her was afraid of getting too close. I just got tired of it. I was just someone convenient for her. We were co-workers. We used to talk a lot and clicked when it came to sense of humor and goofing around. To quickly became good friends and then started dating. I was giving her genuine affection without an ulterior motive. Her family constantly put her down and was two-faced when it came to being nice. I was the counter to that. I was the escape. I finished my degree and moved with her 4 hours away. It was close enough to visit if we wanted, but too far for her family to drop by unannounced. We finally had a calm life away from the stress and strife that her family caused. Then after she had her calm life, she no longer needed her escape and couldn't ignore the fact that she never actually wanted me as a person. She only wanted what I represented, what I no longer needed to provide. So she started cheating on me with someone who she was actually attracted to behind my back and his wife's back. 7 years gone. When I was nearly robbed. Before the story came out, she said, "Damn, I didn't know that your great-great-grandparents' medals were stolen." She fucking hired 2 guys to rob me cause I told her my brother was having a serious asthma attack and I'll be at the hospital. She wanted to show me that she found the medals. What the actual fuck? What a lunatic. She got pregnant by another guy. Dude, I feel this happened to me. Cheated back in October or somewhere in that time period. Didn't find out until February. At first it was that she wanted to move out and get some space. Come to find out she cheated and got pregnant and was trying to hide it from me so I didn't have to deal with it. She had actually moved in with the guy that she cheated on me with. An honorable sentiment, I suppose, but still a huge communication breakdown and breach of trust issue. She deleted and blocked me on Facebook, had all her family that I had friended unfriend me, and the 25+ mutual friends we had because we all went to high school together she removed from her friends list so that no one would see it and tipped me off to what was going on. Unfortunately for her, the one person she forgot, didn't think about, is best friends with a girl whom I consider one of, if not, the closest friend I have. I'm talking I'd trust that woman with my life levels of friend here. Word got to her and she came straight to me and told me what was up. Got a DNA test done and sure enough it came back that the baby she is carrying has a 0% chance of being mine. Every day is a small struggle to keep my focus where it needs to be and not let it bother me too much. I know I shouldn't feel bad because I'm not the one that cheated and all that, but I did care for her and we were together around 4.5 years at the time that she cheated. It's tough being with someone that long and having them betray you in such a big way. That and the prospect of having to go through all the effort to find and build another relationship is a bit daunting for me. Especially since I'm not a super social type. He punched me in the face after a petty argument. You can't always stick 2 severely mentally ill people in a relationship and expect it to work out great. Sometimes you think you've found a soulmate when in reality your demons just get along really well with theirs. He didn't feel as strongly about me as I did about him. And he didn't care about how I felt during sex. This is how I'm feeling right about now about my significant other. Sometimes it's just a misreading of the situation, sometimes not. Only way to really find out is to have a discussion, which is the super hard part. He cheated on me. His excuse was, it wasn't anything sexual. I just wanted to show her my dick, then she grabbed it and put it in her. His words, not mine. Then I tripped and fell into her vagina. Turned out the only thing we had in common was that we both liked to eat pussy. Faked a pregnancy when I tried to break up. Cheated multiple times. 2 real suicide attempts when I tried to break up. Fake rape claim threat when I tried to break up. My hands started sweating and my heart was racing when I saw pictures of her recently. This happened over 2 years ago. This tiny girl terrifies me. Damn, I'm lost for words. Because he wouldn't shut up and talked all the way through Monty Python's The Meaning of Life. But did he talk through the Holy Grail? If he did, he would have got the holy hand grenade. Well, she passed away, so I guess she is my ex now. I still love her. I'm sorry. It's not fair to see your love leave the world. I don't know how I would manage that grief, it would knock me down. I hope that you are doing as well as you can and cherish the time and happiness that you shared. Because I'm a selfish asshole. Being a selfish asshole is fine if you're by yourself, and want to be that way, but other people tend to not like it very much when looking for company. I really want to stop being this type of guy, since I really enjoy other people's company. Still working on it. Chris Rock once observed that loving your partner is easy. After all, of course you love them, that's why you're with them in the first place. But liking them, that shit takes energy and work and patience every damn day. She got sick of being taken for granted, and dealing with the effects of my insecurities. Hi, are you my ex? You still owe me $70. Get in line, this is definitely my ex and he owes me $600. $4,000 in credit card debt. God knows how much with interest. Get you a man who can hold down a job. My girlfriend was verbally abusive on a regular basis. She would also get physically abusive when she drank too much. She wasn't really strong enough to hurt me seriously, but when the person you love starts trying to sucker punch you, it is really frustrating. I still miss her a lot. Some days she was wonderful and the sweetest person ever. Others she was bitter, angry, and would do anything to try to get a reaction out of me by insulting me. Started to become my insecure high school self after a while and had to give up. She dealt with a lot of really horrible abuse in her past, and I didn't want to ever be the next abuser because of my own anger and frustration, so I had to let her go. Still miss her. Still love her. Wish things had been different. This kinda rings true for my ex. She never drank or physically tried to hurt me, but the other stuff. Everything would be fine, and then suddenly she wants to have a discussion. The reason it's in quotes is because it was more of a witch trial than a discussion. Randomly out of the blue she'd bring up some topic, and then proceed to grill me on it and ask me a billion questions. The trial would last anywhere from 24 hours to sometimes a week for the bad ones. Until finally I'd say something that was the wrong answer and she's blame me for being whatever it is. One time it was me being sexist. And I'd ask her what did I do that's sexist. And there would be nothing she could point to, but still my tone means that I think women are slaves. Another time she said I'm too much of a Christian fundamentalist, which makes no sense because I'm a Jew and an atheist. One time I was gonna commit a terrorist attack. All sorts of weird crap. The other thing she'd do is like I'd talk to her on the phone while on the way somewhere. And she'd say something random like, oh I still gotta go home and pack, and I'd say pack. Where are you going? And she'd say she's going to X country for a week, and she's sure she told me, and she's shocked I'm unaware. And I'd start doubting myself. Except I'd go back and search throughout texts or posts or anything and find zero trace of an international trip. Not to mention I'd surely remember something like that. But she'd insist she told me, and she'd bring up other random things I've forgotten, like some time I forgot her mom's birthday, small things like that, as evidence that my memory is shit. By the end of it I wouldn't know what to believe, and was never quite sure if I really did forget, or if she's lying. But at the same time I never did find a reason for her to lie, so the whole thing still makes no sense. For the first couple of years these trials and/or forgetting instances would happen once every few months. By the end of our relationship this was happening every other week. Finally I just had enough and walked. I still don't know what was causing all of that. She was in the closet, so for 4 years I was her dirty little secret. Craved attention and agreed to have her co-workers set her up on a blind date with some dude without even talking to me about it, WTF. Demanded I leave my career and job in another country and go home, stay in her condo and freelance instead while she continues her career as a lawyer. Harassed the person I casually dated after her. Got really mad at me because I moved on and she chose to stay miserable. Haven't had any communication with her for almost a decade now after I finally blocked her all those years ago. I'm happily married for 6 years now to an amazing woman, thank God. Good for you, I'm so very glad that you got away from her. And congratulations on your 6 years. I'm glad you're now happy. According to her, she just lost her feelings for me. It's been 6 years and I still dream of her. Oof, I had one like that. It's hard and there is no closure to be had. You just have to realize the things you wish they were out there in someone else. I realized I was gay once I saw the guys she was cheating on me with. Can't beat em, join em. Can't beat em, bang em. She hit me with a car. Geez, I hope you're okay. Yeah, it's been a few years. Life moves on. So does the car.